And we're back, guys. Rogue Actions. Look, we missed a week. There's nothing more to say. I had some serious family stuff happen last week. We just couldn't get the time together, unfortunately, to record it. Totally on me. Real life got in the way, serious family illness, and could not attend and record. So I'm sorry about that, guys, but we're back again Monday, ready to rock and roll, right on time. We're going to pick up our game and get after it. Hello, Ram. How you doing, brother? What's happening, man? It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's been a good week off, I guess. But in that note, I did have a lot of people wish your family well, and
Yeah.
keep them in your thoughts.
Yeah.
When I put out the announcements that we were delaying Rogue Actions by a week, so
No, I appreciate it.
the fam's looking out for you.
No, I appreciate it, mate. Wouldn't expect any less. Absolute bunch of superstars. You know, that's why we love them. We're so lucky to have the group that we have, mate. To support us here. So again, not intentional. We weren't lazy. It just logistically couldn't happen last week. But we're back. We're rocking and rolling. We're actually recording this 2 days early. That's how much we're committed to making sure that this comes out on Monday, right? That's where we're at right now. Alrighty, let's just jump straight into it. For those that haven't joined us before, hit the follow button. Please do that. Really helps us grow the channel. That's the first thing. Second thing is 2-part video. 3 topics on mine, 3 on Rams as well. So don't forget, the link will be below. Go check out the other half on Ram's channel as well. He's getting really close to I think getting over the line, isn't it? I think you need just a couple more hours to be I think just start earning 0.5% for every view, something like that on YouTube.
I mean, as of recording this video, I am 300 watch hours away from hitting that line and having YouTube be able to offer me the partnerships. That's a really big milestone there. So
Huge
thank
milestone.
you guys, everybody, for their support.
Huge milestone. So guys, watch Ram's video. Link will be below in the description. It's just you click on the link and it'll take you straight there. It's really simple. Or follow Ram as well, and then you'll automatically see it because you'll be following as well. Sub to him, and then you can get access to it straight away on his channel. So go do that because that's actually a better option. That way you don't have to rely on me putting the freaking link in there. Problem solved. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, let's dive into it. Let's get down to it, and we're going to start with the meme of the week. And honestly, this is the biggest joke I think we've seen when it comes to meme of the week. Ram, an absolute joke. It is the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. So funny that we're going to leave this meme up for the whole video. That's how funny it is. Our boy doing some work here. Saw Guerrero. We got the loop. The loop. This is a joke. This is hilarious. How freaking funny is this shit? Straight up. This is absolutely magnificent. This is the funniest meme I've ever seen because this is comedy. There's no other word for it, Ram. How freaking ridiculous.
Well, if they had testing, they would, be able to see that this would be an issue. But it's okay. I mean, for most of us that like to auto the marquees, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of us aren't going to have these marquees anytime soon. So let's just auto it and get through it so we can get the character shards.
Yep.
Well, this is CG's way of answering and saying, you can't even auto it.
It's that good you can't auto it. So we're just gonna leave this. We're just gonna leave this on loop for a little while we finish this video today. We're not gonna change the screen. We're just gonna leave it right here because it's ridiculous, absolutely hilarious, straight up. Let's get to the next topic, Ram. Let's talk about it. And of course, now that we've had the Krayt raid for a couple of weeks now, we didn't get to talk about it, of course, last week. But they've made a lot of the economy changes, and they've actually made adjustments since the original release of the new pathway for our gear and obviously all the currency and stuff like that. Your overall opinion, because I haven't spoken to you, of course, about this at all yet, with the changes since the new raid, Ram. What do you think of the new changes to the raid economy, mate? Curious.
I mean, the economy's not terrible. It's definitely an improvement from when they first launched it. I can definitely say that. You're getting a lot more currency for Mark II, and I think even Mark III is a little bit closer than it was before, allowing you to hit kind of those wickets earlier rather than having to wait until 5-6 mil down the road or whatever the case is for damage wise.
Yeah.
Which gives you some of that really good gear, i.e. Relic 8, Relic 9, gear pieces that you can put towards that. So that's that's a step in the right direction, at least. I think they still need to do a little bit more tuning. I don't think it's perfect. I don't think it's exactly where you want it to be. I think if you take into consideration the fact that we are running 4 raids at one point in time and we were getting all those rewards simultaneously from each raid, this is still coming up short, right?
Yeah.
And so I think they need to do a little bit more tuning, get a little bit more gear out there because it's not equaling what it used to be.
Yeah,
And so it's kind of hurting the player base.
Yeah, the numbers have been crunched over and over and over again, and certainly it's a net loss. It's as simple as that. There's no other way to put it. It's a net loss. However, I do like the flexibility, though, of being able to choose more of the gear that you want with this currency now. I find that the flexibility now of actually focusing on what you need instead of getting stuck with crap you don't actually want. I think that I'm quite a fan of it. I am absolutely, really, really impressed on how well that system works and finding it, of course, the gear that you need when you need it. But yeah, certainly
we've all experienced it. We've all experienced it at one point in time or another, right? Where we end up top 3 and we get crap gear, but somehow 25 place gets full Carbantes and Mark III Chirotechs and all that stuff. Like, makes no sense. So you bring up a good point.
I'm happy the randomness is gone, as far as the reward randomness. That's one good thing, right? That to me is really, really good. As a guild leader, the way that it's killed merking with a 48-hour join to a guild now before you can actually do a Krayt raid, that is amazing because I got sick of losing track of who was still to come in before Territory War with a 24-hour window. That was bit helter-skelter. So, as a guild leader, whilst I know that we're certainly losing out on material and stuff like that, and I know a lot of people love merking as well, it actually hurts the smaller guilds because they can't get heavy hitters in to help them achieve those extra rewards. So, certainly that doesn't help either. But there's definitely been a lot of interest I've seen myself, recruiting-wise, to the guilds that are performing really, really well in this raid. Like, certainly, the inquiries are there at the top end. Those that are getting those really sweet rewards are like, hey, I want to be with you, because I want those sweet rewards as well, just like everyone else. The stuff that I'm not getting, I want what you've got. So, certainly it's pretty crazy. But I think they're on the right track. I think the idea is right and the concept is good. I think that goes without saying. I think, this is better than what we had. But net loss as far as the gear itself, yes, I think it still certainly needs a bit of a tweak. Needs to even out to at least what we have and just get to, a level playing field like we had previously. I think that's going to be tough to do, though, and we're talking CG, mate. So, let's be completely honest. We're probably not going to get much more than what we've freaking got right now. But we'll have to wait and see how it all plays out, Ram. But anyway, let us know in the comments below, guys, what you guys think. We'd love to hear from you, of course, as far as your opinions about it. Krayt Raid, we've had a couple of runs at it as well now, of course. Ram, we're in the same guild, so we've been going after it a fair bit. We've had the I think the second silver Krayt, if I'm right. I think that's how far we've gotten so far. It's about it's actually been some pretty sweet little rewards there, and that's a top end guild. Very, very happy with our result. The good thing is that with what we've gotten, there's still a chance of us to achieve the next silver Krayt as well. We just got to work a little bit harder, and we're knuckling down over the next few days to certainly improve our performance there. But
and it'll obviously will get more as more and more people unlock the Tuscans, right?
Correct.
The Tuscans are I'm seeing reports and I'm seeing videos of Tuscans doing some phenomenal work in this raid.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, me personally, I don't know what Tuscans do, but I'm working on the Tuscans. I've got Warrior up at Relic 7. I'm farming Chieftains. So, once you get these teams up, probably push out another 1,800 mil or something like that.
You don't know how Tuscans work, is that right? You know all about Tuscans, yeah?
I don't know what Tuscans do.
I don't even know what Tuscans do! I don't even know what they fucking do! Stop fucking wailing!
I had to play it. I couldn't help myself. It had to be done.
Oh, your video's demonetized. Good job.
I know. I got to do some editing now, but that's all right. It's not the end of the. It's worth it. So worth it, man. So worth it. Look, let's talk about the Krayt Raid teams that are doing some good work, and I think that we all know what's working well and what isn't. Of course, Jabba teams, Huck Cartel are absolutely smashing it. Really, really easy to get maximum effect out of the Huck Cartel. So Jabba is an absolute king in this particular raid. We've seen more Mandos get anywhere up to, I've seen around 2.7 mil available, 2.7 million, was it raid points? Whatever they freaking call it. So they've been doing some good work. I mean, if you can get anywhere up to a sort of 750, 800 up to, I've seen up to 2 million as well, Tuscans. That's out there as well. Old Republic is really impressive. Honestly, that was the team that I thought was going to be the weakest I really did, because obviously we're used to the more of the Jedi synergy with some of those characters, and honestly, Mission is just a boss. She's doing some really really cool work, getting some damage output out there as well, and obviously Basti with her ability blocks just cutting down, all the buffs on the Krayt dragon. But man, there's certainly some surprising ones there. I'm still finding my way with Jawas myself. I've got some pretty good ones, but I'm not getting the output yet myself that I want. I think I'm getting around 200 or 300k out of them, which is great. Make no mistake, but I've got a Relic 9 Chief Nebbit. Like, I should be doing well, and I certainly need to improve on that. I feel from my end anyway.
Absolutely.
And Tuskens are monsters.
I've seen. I actually saw a video. I want to say it was either a cap of 1.2 million or 1.8 million. I can't remember which. It was either the tier 4, tier 5, whatever it was. But I physically saw Karth, Old Republic, tossing out about 200k damage per hit, which is just out of Karth. I don't expect that.
That's
so.
I mean, you got to dust him off. Let's be honest, because most people won't even have him relicked up anywhere past Gear 12. I mean, the majority of the player base won't even have it at that height. Gear 12 was the standard for that Old Republic, because you didn't need him after you'd unlocked Jedi Knight Revan and everything from there on, right? So, yeah, it's certainly really interesting. But yeah, Hut Cartel are monsters. Easy money. You can't do it on auto, but it's pretty easy to roll through. You don't need to be a brainiac to play it out. The detonators blow. You can get 2 to 3
Rancor crashes.
Yeah, it's certainly pretty wild. But and anything that what are you focusing on team wise, Ram? I'm curious to know what you're going to work on next. What is the team that you need to work towards that you currently don't have, that's going to help you in the raid?
I mean, on the big account, like that's where I'm kind of the focusing. Everything else, I'm learning as someone that plays 2 accounts. I'm learning on the big account, and then kind of just replicating on the bottom account, right? So, figuring out what works on the big account. That being said, like I said, Tuskens is obviously a big one that I'm working on, trying to get those up, because those are putting out some very phenomenal damage.
Yeah.
I haven't tried the Old Republic, but I am keen to try to do some of those. Hut Cartel, I want to just kind of refine my Hut Cartel, try to get up the relics a little bit more, so I can try to push that top tier of damage. If I can push that top tier of the raid with Hut Cartel, get some really good damage, which will obviously, the more damage, the more better rewards you're going to get out of it, the more currency. So
yeah, absolutely. I like it. So yeah, so we're working through them all. Again, all the videos are starting to kick in there. Skelturix is back to his best. It's good to see, that he's the absolute raid king. So it's nice to see him doing the work, let's call it the Lord's work for the Swiggo community, because, I mean, he's been a little bit lost ever since we haven't had a raid for quite some time. So, the comeback of Skelturix is good to see him around the community, bringing the knowledge that we absolutely need. So thank you so much, dude. Just tip of the hat there for a second, because you're an absolute superstar. Ram, we're going to finish this one up, mate. Guys, give us the comments below. Which teams are you going to work on, of course? We'd love to hear from you as to what teams you want to prioritise. But yeah, Hut Cartel, if you want to know where to start. Hut Cartel, 100% go after that. And Old Republic, which, any long-term player will have, a good base of Old Republic characters to work off. That'll get you some really, really good scores. So, guys, don't forget, of course, please hit the follow button, the subscribe button. We really, really appreciate that. Don't forget to go over to Ram's video and catch the other half. We're not quite done yet. I'm loving this loop. I could watch this for hours, mate. It's so exciting. It's absolutely magnificent. But we're going to get after it. We'll be back again, of course, Monday morning next week. 100% lock that in. We're also going to be doing a subathon, actually, my first subathon over on Kick, kick.com Heinzie, next week, next Friday night. We're going to start GAC Attack, GAC on Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. We're going to go through as long as possible. So we'll see how that all plays out, but it'll be the first subathon over there. I've only ever done one before, to 12 hours, I think, over on Twitch. Oh, it might have been a couple of years ago. So it'll be the first one in quite some time we'll be knocking out. So we're going to have some fun with that one over there. So
those are always fun.
Yeah, they are. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again on Monday. Have a good one, Ram. We'll go over and we'll do the other half on your video now. See you guys. Love ya. Bye.